Hey lovelies, welcome to today's live stream. Normally my live streams, my cooking ones are in the evening, but I've got something really special tonight, so I thought I'd show you what I'm making for my lunch today. By the way, if we haven't met before, I'm Monique Bradley. I've lost over 40 kilos in weight and I try my very best to stick to a really healthy lifestyle, whether it's the health of my mind or the health of my food, the health of my body, and the health of having more joy in your life. That's really what I'm all about. So this is a really fast and easy recipe. And in fact, I'm making a Cajun chicken salad, and I wanted to show you that it's really fast, so you can, if you've got a kitchen at work, you can take the ingredients to work and make it, or if you think it might be a little bit too energy intensive, you can actually cook this for a really nice brunch, or you could cook it even for dinner. I had this for dinner last night, so really simple. I'm starting here. This is going to be enough to feed me and my partner Pete for lunch. So I've got 250 grams here of diced chicken, and I'm actually going to add in here a little marinade made of, because it's Cajun, I'm throwing in some oil. So you probably would use an olive oil in this. I'm going to use an avocado oil today because that's what I have in the cupboard. Also avocado oil loaded with really good omegas, very good for you. Couple of tablespoons also of lime juice. I love this. It gives the chicken a bit of a tang. I'm going to throw into the mix. I've got I call this my medicine kit, but this is actually my spice kit. So I'm going to throw it into the mix. We want to add I've got some delicious cumin in here. So we're going to throw a bit of cumin in here. I'm going to throw in a little bit of paprika as well, which gives those yummy Cajun spices. Hi everybody on the stream, by the way. Gosh, it's nice to see heaps of you watching. I'm going to throw in a little bit of heat, so a little bit of chili flakes in there as well. The other things that I want to add into the mix to create this marinade, and the recipe, which is already on my website, moniquebradley.tv, I've said to add a little bit, because we want to make a paste on the chicken, I've said to add in a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder, but I didn't have either in the cupboard, so I thought necessity is the mother of invention. What I'm going to do is I want to really finely kind of mess up a little bit of onions. So instead of using an onion powder, I'm actually really finely grating down this onion, so it becomes a bit more like a paste, and that's really what I want. I'm using red onion in this recipe because, especially if you're at work and you're eating this, or if you've taken the finished product to work and you're eating it, you don't want to breathe onion all over everybody in the workplace. I don't think it's manners, is it? Excellent. So I've got that. I'm also going to add into the mix a grated garlic. By the way, I love this blender because it saves my fingers. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever tried grating garlic, and even like I was making a low carb dessert and grating chocolate? I can't remember the amount of times that I've actually grated my fingers, which is just not manners, especially if you're cooking for somebody else. Chop the ends off. So this is perfect for really small ingredients, and to be fair, I love gadgets. So there we go. And again, this is going to grind this up so fine and so smooth that it will create this delicious paste. And I just want to mix that all through. I'm going to add some salt and pepper into the mix. So essentially the style of chicken we're making for this Cajun chicken recipe is what they call blackened chicken. So the outside should go quite dark, and it's a good thing. I'll add some salt and pepper into the mix. My pan should be getting super hot. Now, in the time that it takes to cook this chicken, all we need to do is assemble some ingredients and make the dressing, and we should be away laughing. Check the pan. Is it feeling hot? Feeling good. Okay, so make sure I've got everything. Cumin, paprika, some chili flakes for heat, which is really good for the metabolism. We've got some onion and some garlic in there, all mixed through with a little bit of lime juice and some avocado oil straight into my hot pan. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. So literally, in the time that it's going to take me to cook that. Hi Ernan, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I thought I'd make this for lunch today because I know a lot of people are always asking me in social media, I don't know what to cook for lunch, what do you recommend? Well, we all like salads. It's a great time of the year for salad as well, I think. But often we get a little bit bored with the same old kind of, you know, the same old, same old. So I thought if we can spice up our protein, not only will it be really good for our bodies, but at the same time, it is super good for your health because all of that warmth in there, plus the added citrus from the lime juice, great antioxidants, plus the warmth there is going to spice up our metabolism. So super good. Okay, so traditionally a Cajun salad would normally have a whole bunch of ingredients in there, some of which I can't eat. So normally you would have corn in there, and I can't eat that. So I'm going to instead add some popcorn on the top. So popcorn is a lower carb treat for those of you who are watching your carbohydrates. And the popcorn I'm actually using today, which is my absolute favorite, is this one over here. There we go. It's from my friends at Proper Crisps. I've been a huge supporter of their company. They produce some of the best snack foods in New Zealand, and I think my personal philosophy is that if you're going to have a snack food, make it a good quality one. Don't go for something that's loaded with processed ingredients and lots of chemicals and flavorings. So the popcorn I'm using there is actually half popped, so it's really fibrous. What that means for your body is it's going to take longer for you to break that down and process it, and in fact, the fibre itself will go straight through you. So a great way to clean out your gut, but at the same time, it's slow burning. So it's a really, really good quality product to add. And I'm going to use that instead of adding corn into the recipe, and it's going to become like a crouton in my salad. So there you go. So key ingredients, we're going to add some cucumber in here because cucumber, so good for you. It's 98% water or something ridiculous like that. By the way, don't judge my chopping techniques. I'm terrible at chopping, but you know what? I'm great at talking. So it's all about finding your genius, isn't it? I've got some red onion. Again, we want to add a little bit of interest into the flavour. Chicken's cooking up beautifully. And I want to know too, because I love talking to you guys, what are you all eating for lunch today? This is, I'm so excited about it, but I want to know, what are you guys eating? Let me know in the news feed, because, you know, I love hearing from you. Okay, first of all, I've got a big platter here because I'm, you know, trying to make this fancy for me and my partner Pete. This is going on the platter. Throw some salad ingredients onto a plate. Like seriously, this is the most low maintenance kind of salad you can imagine. It's super, super good. I'm throwing it everywhere. Fabulous. Okay, so nice and simple there. We're going to throw on top some delicious pieces of cucumber into the mix. And you just basically, the thing I learned from working with MasterChef Ray McVinney is you kind of want your ingredients to look like they've walked onto the plate themselves, like they've assembled themselves. You don't need to be too fussy with it, but always make sure the edges of your platter is clean. So in traditional Cajun recipes, some of these key ingredients, they would actually mix together in a bowl with the dressing. The reason why I don't want to do this is because I don't want everything to taste the same. I want every mouthful to be kind of tasty and unique. Okay, and the other thing, I've got these delicious Pomodoro tomatoes. These are my absolute favorite. These are my alternative to sweets. So if you're ever craving something sweet, a little tip from me is have some cherry tomatoes as an afternoon snack. And because these ones are quite long, I've cut them into quarters. So again, you just want to assemble them because you want it to look pretty as well, because we eat with our eyes too. So we don't want to eat anything that's not really, really attractive. Okay, that's looking good. Let me check my chicken. Oh, looking delicious. That's what we want. So the chicken will take you around 8 to 10 minutes to cook through. We don't want to overcook it so it becomes dry and tough. So you do want to still, the best way to check it, of course, is to cut a piece open and see if it's still pink in the middle. So let me see. So that's quite firm. I'll grab a knife and see if we can cut some of that open. Here we go. Let's take a bit of a look. We are pretty much done. So I'll give it, the only thing I want to do now is I actually want to get that outer coating of the chicken just a little darker. So what I'm actually going to do, let me just check that big one as well, right there. Here we go. So it's still very tender. And that's what we want. See, perfectly cooked there in the middle. That's what we want. Looking good. So I'm actually just going to leave that now, but I'm going to switch off the pan. And what that will do is that will basically allow that coating on the outside to go a little darker without overcooking it. So there's still a little heat in the pan there. Right, the other ingredient I'm going to add into the mix, avocado, loaded with good fats and omegas. Hi, Donald. Hi, Elizabeth Stancy. Good to see you. You're having chicken and vegetable soup in your house. So good. Gosh, long time no see. Great to see you. Whoops, I was getting too excited and thinking about the pip inside. Whoops, open this up. Here we go. Chicken and vegetable soup is so good. Donald, what are you eating for lunch? I'd love to know. Take the pip out. Oh, man, there we go. Nice and easy. By the way, if you're not sure how to work out if your avocado is ripe enough, sure, you can give it a bit of a squeeze, but you will get frowned on at the supermarket. So just be careful. I'm just going to give my chicken one more toss there. Oh, that's so good. So you want to actually check the pip. If the pip pops out easily, which this one did, I already tested it at the supermarket, that means your avocado is pretty much ripe, which is fantastic. So, avocado, I'm just going to pop it knife through. Please be careful when you're doing anything like this, by the way. Apparently, here in Auckland, in New Zealand, emergency visits to the hospital, one of the leading causes is people trying to get their avocado out of the avocado pip out of the avocado skin, or out of the avocado itself. So I'm just going to pop little sections of avocado on here. Absolutely delicious. Again, good omegas in here. This is absolutely 100% top quality nutrition for your body. What I love about it too is that avocado and tomatoes work together as what we call companion ingredients. So if you've ever taken, as an example, iron tablets and your doctor has told you to drink vitamin C or take vitamin C with it, that's because the vitamin C actually brings out all of that iron and helps your body absorb it better. Avocado and tomatoes work the same way. So avocados help you draw out the really important ingredients from the tomato. So the key ingredient from there, obviously the antioxidants. So you're going to absorb those better. Oh, one of the things I forgot to add into the mix, oregano, really important. Chili flakes we've got. So I forgot to add the oregano. Do it when you get the recipe. Do it yourself. So yeah, you need the avocado to help you draw out the all the lycopene, which has antioxidant, anti-aging properties as well. Okay, I'm going to make the quick vinaigrette for this. So I'm going to add in here about, oh gosh, 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado oil. Lots and lots of goodness in here. Apparently avocados have all the same omegas as deep sea fish. So for those of you who are like me and you don't eat a lot of fish, this is a great way to get all those beautiful omegas into your diet as well. Right, I'm going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice in here for my vinaigrette. Lime is such a nice alternative to lemon as well, a little bit more. I think it's absolutely delicious. Into the mix, I'm going to add some coriander as well, because I love me a bit of coriander. By the way, if you don't like coriander, you can replace coriander with some parsley. I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt in here too, because I likes it, and black pepper in there as well. So good. The other ingredient I'm going to throw in here, because I do like a bit of spice, throw in some chili flakes. This is going to rev up your metabolism, and I mean, it's delicious and super nutritious for you as well. Okay, that is my vinaigrette dressing. Give it a bit of a whirl. Now I'm actually going to put the dressing on the salad before I add my chicken, because I don't want my chicken to be drenched in salad, okay, in salad dressing. Hi Donna Angel, good to see you as well. So nice to see you guys on my daytime stream for a change. Okay, here we go, delicious vinaigrette. Look at this, oh yeah. And you just want to drizzle that over. It's quite a potent vinaigrette in the fact that there's lots of flavor in there. And I personally, I don't know about you guys, but I personally don't like a salad that is drenched in salad dressing. I like salad dressing for the flavor, not for the fact that my food's swimming in it. So I probably tend to go a little cautious. You can make a little more of this. Again, this is all great nutrition for your body. Perfect, looking good. And then of course, the pièce de resistance. I'm so excited because this looks like, you know, restaurant food. Here we go. You serve it down the center. This is a little trick I learned as well. You put all your ingredients through there in the middle. Whoopsie, falling off there. And it looks like something off the television. If you serve that up to your friends or family, pop that one back on there, I can pretty much guarantee you they would be super, super impressed. By the way, if you want the actual recipe and you want all the measurements and the ingredients, this is already loaded into the front page of my website with a random photo that I thought looked similar to my recipe. There it is. Cajun chicken salad, done in about what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes? That, my friends, is lunch. Super healthy, super nutritious. Try it for brunch. Let me move it a little closer. Oh, closer this way. Super tasty, loaded with amazing, amazing goodness for you. And then, of course, the final touch. Check out this delicious whole fiber. What do they call it? They call it whole grain corn. There's only a little bit of oil in there to pop it. And just a little bit of Marlborough sea salt, again, delicious. And this popcorn's gonna add a little nugget of salty goodness, but at the same time, it's also gonna add lots of fiber to your diet without blowing your weight loss goals, because I only used a tiny bit. But it'll give you that crunch that you miss if you don't eat croutons like I don't. So there you go. How's that, team? Looks pretty amazing. I've just impressed myself. And all cooked in about 12 minutes. So if anybody can do it, you can, because I've done this live for you guys on camera. Ta-da! There you go. I want to clap myself. Excellent. Yes, I will try it, by the way, because I know you guys always wonder, what does it actually taste like? Bit of chicken. Whoopsie. Style it back up there. Here we go. Got to have a little bit of everything. Oh, that'll do. Oh, that's good. Oh, come on. Oh, amazing. I'll tell you what, lime juice. You will love it. It's got a beautiful tang, a different tang that is so different from lemon. Absolutely beautiful. Go to my website, moniquebradley.tv, and the website, right on the front page there, you can get the recipe, try it for yourself, make it this weekend and message me. Let me know what you think. If you need a little bit of salt and pepper, add it in. Tell me how you like it. Most importantly, check it out. Try it. Your body will love you for it. Right, time for me to go because lunch is served. Thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream. A big thanks to Pete, who's my producer and director. And if you love this and you care about your friends and your family's health, please share my live stream, because I'm here to help people have a more fabulous, fun and healthy lifestyle. All right, time to go. Ka kite anō, inohora. See you guys. Bye.